Hey everyone, and welcome to the weekly Vega Fairground Jam. My name is Dagan. I'm a community manager here at Vega. You might recognize me here and there from the different newsletters on Discord, on Telegram, and everywhere else that Vega has a community. Maybe also from the forums, from the recent font competition. But nonetheless, this is the Vega Fairground Jam. It's an ongoing series every Thursday at 6 p.m. British Summer Time, or UTC +1. And each week we take a deep dive into a different aspect of Vega protocol, and that includes the community and the people that get involved in making what Vega is. And sometimes it's with members of the Vega team, and other times it's the special guests. Today we've got a bit of both. We have a nice guest called Nelson, and I'll let him introduce himself in a few minutes' time. But just so you know how it works and how the session runs, we typically have an open Zoom room after this live stream so that any keen attendees may have a chat with the team and or follow up with some of the themes we've covered in the discussion today. So this week, as I said, we have a new guest and very active community member, Telegram and Discord moderator Nelson. And today, Nelson and I will be talking about what he gets up to here and around Vega, as well as his thoughts on community growth, ideas for the project, and a bit about his history as well. So as always, some quick housekeeping before we begin. Whilst Nelson is presenting, you're free to ask questions in the Twitch chat, and he'll answer those at the end of the call. And then about 5 minutes before we end the session, I'll post the Zoom link in the Twitch chat, and we do encourage you to come along if you want to continue the conversation with us. So let's begin. Nelson, would you mind giving us a very quick introduction of yourself, and then I'll get right to the question.
Hi guys, my name is Nelson. You may know me in the Telegram community group, and I'm a Vega community moderator. Nice to be here, and I hope that you enjoy this session.
Thanks, Nelson. Really nice introduction. So it's great to see that you work quite closely with the Telegram moderators and different community members here and there at Vega. But before you were working with us at Vega, this project, what kind of things were you involved in, either work-wise or project-wise, and for how long did you end up doing those things?
Yeah, I've always been interested in cryptocurrency for a while now, like say 5 years. Yeah, and 2019 became interesting for me because I was recruited by OKX. You know, they set up like a OKX builder team, like a builder group, where they are more interested in people who are very, very, very popular in the community. And there, when they recruited us into the group, we were responsible for promoting, their products, and we tested a bit of their, unreleased, products, and it was fun for me, and it was a learning process as well. And that lasted for say 2 to 3 months. Yeah, but it was good for me. Yeah.
Nice. So that's quite early, relatively. So a few years ago, before the big recent boom and interest in the industry, and it's cool to see that you're really hands-on from the beginning, getting involved with different projects and kind of putting work into growing the things that you actually are interested in or quite passionate about. So that's really cool. And so then I guess Vega was a more natural thing, but why exactly did you choose to get involved with such an early stage project like Vega? Because I think OKX was a bit, I don't know, they've been around for a long time. Vega as well, but we're very early. So what about Vega kind of drew you in?
Exactly. So being involved with OKX, I think it gave me an insight to what decentralized trading means, and how important we need decentralized trading, and most especially derivative market trading as well. So I was more interested in how fair Vega was willing to deploy their product and I mean their project, and that really caught my eye. And yeah, and I was I was stuck in Vegas, and that got me because yeah, they were more yeah, Vega is more interested in standard automated fair, in respect to fair trading, and since then it's been on me, it's been stuck with me. Yeah, if you get what I mean.
Nice. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Okay, it's a centralized exchange, right? And yeah, Vega's a little bit different, but it's like the natural progression. Like everyone starts at the centralized exchanges. When I first got into the industry, I was looking at like, I don't know, like your BitMEXs of the world, obviously Binance and the other different exchanges. And then you
Too much.
started seeing Uniswap and Sushi and all these other centralized products. And then
Yeah.
like the natural thing to think is if we decentralize everything, why don't we decentralize derivatives? What's stopping us? And then Vega's the project that's trying to do that, as well as a couple of others right now. And I think yeah, it's quite interesting. And I imagine like it sounds like a similar thing with your kind of way into Vega.
Yeah.
So moving on from that's like your background or the things you were doing. Um, what were you doing outside? What were you doing outside or before you jumped over to the kind of crypto DeFi blockchain space?
Um, yeah, I was, to be honest, I wouldn't say school. Yeah, outside school, I was more into technology as a whole. I think that's why it was much easier to, jump into, cryptocurrency because technology was a thing for me. It was a big interest of mine that I nursed for quite a while. And uh, yeah, I was into, like I was more into, technology. And Elon Musk was a big influence of mine, like, and yeah, and technology actually was a way in because I loved it, and it was easier. It was easier for me to just jump into cryptocurrency.
Sweet.
And
Yeah. Okay.
I'm big yeah, and I'm big. I'm big on the quality of the project, and like a strong code for me. I believe.
Thank you. Thanks for the glowing reviews. So last week, I don't know if any of you attended here at the last Fairground Jam, but we were talking about my role within the community and all the different things I do, like running community initiatives. Nelson, you fight the community on a very different kind of front line. You're the first kind of point of contact for lots of people that come into the Vega ecosystem. And that's mostly the Telegram work, right? What's it
Yeah.
like interacting with Vega's Telegram community? How would you describe them? And just what's your general overview of it? And what interests you about this side of Vega's community?
My God. There's a lot. There's a lot to say, but basically, I like to see the positives of everything, right? And it's easier for me to tell you, we were attacked, like there was constant, pressure, and there was constant, and there was on and on talks about the price of Vega, what it is now, the value of what it is now, and but for me, it was more of character. It was character wise in development. Like it helped me. It helped me, build character. I didn't know I was, I could tolerate until now, to be honest. And that's been a huge development. I could easily dwell on, on the toxic, comments that we had, and I could easily talk about it, but that wouldn't help. And to be honest, I wouldn't see a difference in the Discord and the Telegram group. There's no difference. There's no difference because we get that every day, and and it's and the way we handle it, I think it's I think it's fair and fine. To be honest.
Thank you. Yeah, I think you guys are doing honestly a really good job. Like I'm always quite impressed when I see all of the hard work and effort you guys put into what you're doing, where you discuss with each other and work as a team to really make sure there's a positive community over in the Telegram. And yeah, they obviously get loads of people coming and being disruptive, but that's in every single crypto community. I've been involved in quite a few. And when you I don't know, when you solve for that, and then you really conjure the right environment where people can actually talk about the protocol, discuss about the things that we're building, to get more involved in the community and like offer their labor or work to try and make this project even better. That's when you get the real like richness from other people in the community. And I think the moderators in Telegram are like really massive in making sure we help guide these people and show them the information, and again like convey the message that we're trying to give to new members who join the community as well. Because Vega is very complicated, it's confusing. And there's so many different moving parts all the time. So like not everything is always updated, or something, this initiative might be going on, but then it like something else, it breaks, or I don't know, there's lots of different things, but knowing where like, oh, the one piece of information might be in this blog, and then we try and get it to someone might be looking at older content, and then the people on Telegram are like pointing them to the more recent stuff. And I'm always quite impressed by.
Yeah, and I'll say this, yeah. The quality of the project makes a difference. So for those who are listening on this, you know, constantly talking about the price doesn't really reflect on, you know, what the product is right now, and it doesn't really do well for you as well. You don't get to learn about Vega as much as you should, because I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about, you know. I don't want to. I feel like reading about go read more about Vega. You know, I want you all to, you know, to learn about Vega. You will understand in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Completely agree. And that's kind of what you do. That's what you guys are great for. Really like helping people learn. And we're trying to make the learning environment a lot better as well. We're thinking a lot about people first see when they come, and then what they discover after. So it's really important that we work with you guys to make sure that process is as good as it can be. Tell me some of the things you discovered when you were Telegram moderating in Discord that you didn't expect when you first began doing it.
Oh my God, I could go back to what I said last time. I didn't know I had grown in, you know, my tolerance level. I didn't know it was way like so high. To be honest, and like I said, I always keep on the character development for me. It has helped me, you know. Vega community has really helped me grow character-wise. But I didn't expect moving forward. To be honest, I didn't expect moving forward that we will have, you know, a lot of people currently, because I was hoping, to be honest, I was hoping people would, you know, be more into, you know, Vega. Like, you know, I was hoping to dwell more on, you know, my like, because to be honest, I prepared more in expecting, you know, tough questions like from the community, and to be honest, we're not getting it at the moment, because, like I said, the prize is always the focus, and people are not, you know, really, you know, learning about Vega as much as we want them to, and it's quite unfortunate though. But I hope what we have planned, you know, moving forward would help us with that. And
yeah, I echo that sentiment. Well, there's two things. There's one, that we could try and build a better community environment so that the people that do want to talk about the interesting projects can actually express those views and ask about more things. But inherently, when you're having these cryptocurrency projects, as soon as before you have a coin, the question is always when coin, when is this coin gonna, like, when you're gonna have your token? When token basically is the big meme. And then once you have the token, there's always going to be loads of people saying when price, when moon, blah, blah, blah. And you get loads of those in every single crypto community. And it's actually a problem with the entire industry, in that because every project has their own set like economic system, and they end up rewarding and incentivizing the people that work to add value to these systems. You get people that just mercenaries that just come chasing price. And it makes sense because everyone's motivated by money. That's kind of what makes the world spin around. But there are there's like getting the monetary upside, but also genuinely being interested in the things that you're working in. And that's kind of, some people come in because they build on top of Vega, or they're interested in like derivative markets, so they want to decentralize the system. And then there's the Moon Boys, and you can't really stop them. They're everywhere, and that they know they can make money in crypto, and that's it. So we're trying to work out the best way to, like, what do people see when they come in? How can they learn? Where can they direct their attention? And also, how can we reward people for doing that? Because we want to give the community ownership of all of the aspects of Vega, so they feel aligned with what we're doing. And it's less about I don't know, how can I make a quick money from just getting involved very briefly. But yeah, that's like the philosophy on our side. But I hope things do get better for like all of us involved, because we're very close to the center of the project. What would you say you would like in an ideal world? Say if everything was perfect, what would you like to see more of in the Vega community, and what should the community team prioritize for us to see more of these things?
What comes to mind honestly is maybe we could introduce a Vega Academy, something like that. We should dwell more on education. We should teach, spread the word about Vega. I mean, just teach Vega. People over time will be interested. People will be interested, and we could incentivize, this as well. But setting up like a Vega, you could target a Vega City or Vega University or Vega whatever. But maybe we could set up an academy where people could freely join and learn about Vega. And I think over time things will start looking at for us. And that's also contributing our quarter as well. To slowing out this when that, get people to really want to learn about the technology, to learn about it.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Like an academy, or like a small, maybe like an ambassador program or something where people can get really deeper into the project, and they can have time with the team, and they can start learning. And then like the learning, a bit like what?
Like a snippet. It doesn't have to be, because too much of to get people bored, but something exciting and fun at the same time, like a snippet, but carries more information,
Yeah. I think like maybe community competitions. We had a suggestion from one of the other Telegram moderators to do like infographic competitions, or ways to like make bigger educational content. And we're currently also writing a lot of different getting started, like why make derivatives? How does Vega's blockchain work? A lot of those sorts of content that we're going to be bringing out in the coming months. But also sneak peek.
Snippet,
we're looking at the website.
Like a small information of, it doesn't have to be elaborate, because people could, get discouraged with too much of information. Just snippet.
What do you mean by snippets? Like small articles or small pictures, or
small articles or pictures, like infographic, anything, but just snippets of it, like small information. It doesn't have to be, but at least carry the same information as it would with a lot of write-ups, if you know what I mean.
I think the infographic competition is what we need.
Yeah. I guess.
Small snippets, ways of distilling information. Yeah.
No, I'm saying it in respect to the academy. People could go there and join the Vega Academy, and whatever. That's like a branch of what should be,
Yeah, we are actually thinking of. We would like to. I don't think it'll be ready for a few months, but in the new year sometime. We want to create like a login system with the website, or where you can like, maybe you log in with your address or whatever. And then from there you have your set of tasks. And those different tasks will give you different rewards. A bit like Coinbase Learn and Earn, or like CoinMarketCap's version, where people can learn and do things. And then as they're doing things, they're rewarded. But without making it so that you can game the system. which is why a lot of products use bounties, and they have things that they want you to do, but then it has to be verified that people have done it. But yeah, this would be cool. A focus on learning and a focus on community education, which will then create community members that feel like they actually know what they're talking about, and they can go and talk to other people about the stuff that we are building. So it's cool. Yeah, it's really cool that you've. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, because I noticed that most people are crazy. They want to be engaged with Vega. I've seen some group of people, like one guy, I think team or so. He's so interested, and he talks more about the project, and that's pretty encouraging as well. Yeah, it's encouraging, to be honest. And I've seen a couple of guys too who they are willing to learn about Vega, and they say too about that. So I feel like getting them engaged, would probably erase or maybe maybe slow down the rate at which people jump in the group and ask when price this, when dollars, when that.
Yeah. Completely agree. And it's something that I think we're going to think a lot more about after, like, going forwards. And we are already, like, we're doing a lot of long-term planning as well next week. So a lot of this is going to come up in the conversation. But I really like your ideas, and also some of the ideas that the rest of the moderation team have been bringing. And hopefully we implement some of these things sooner rather than later. There's also, for anyone watching, if you go on the Vega website, there's currently a position open for social media, a social media person. We're looking to really get our social media and strategy up. And through that job, they could also be giving information, infographics, small snippets about Vega. So this is a shameless plug if you want to apply. But yeah, moving back to Nelson, you and the Fairground Jam. Is there anything that you would like to get more familiar with or learn more about, either with Vega or with the crypto and blockchain DeFi industry? Is there anything that's really interesting to you right now, or things you think that you wish you knew more about?
I wish I knew more about Solidity, Rust. I wish
You want to be a dev?
I wish, yeah, but it's not too late for me though. But right now, I don't think I have all the time in the world. But
yeah, me too. Like, I also am very good at the community side, and I can project organize things, but my dev skills are lacking. So it'd be great if I just spent a year, maybe, or some time, just when I'm finished with Vega at some point, maybe never. And I just focus completely on learning Solidity, or learning other languages, the base languages, even like Python, JavaScript first, and then move on to Solidity. I heard there's a really good thing called crypto zombies, or Ethereum zombies or something, where you can learn basic Solidity. It's like a game. It's a really good thing to start with. A lot of people have recommended it. So you can check it out after this if you're interested.
Very much.
But yeah, I also share that. Like, I'd love to get more technical one day. I think that's a lot of the future of this industry. And you have such a big advantage if you can really understand the contracts. Because I understand conceptually and technically how everything works. I can talk about blockchains all day. I also like derivatives are interesting, but actually being able to produce and create stuff, I think you're held back if you don't have that technical understanding. So yeah, me and you both. Well, that's really it's I think all of the non-technical people on the outside would love more. Also with Vega too, I think there's a lot of ways to get involved if you are a developer. So the hackathons, the bounties, the plugins, integrations. But we are working on other ways that you can have actual contribution if you're non-technical, like translations or running communities, or I don't know, not translations, writing guides, or making content easily accessible, or hosting different things. So that's also, I think that's a weakness of the project, and it's something that we could also work on. So yeah, this is more or less it for the discussion. How have you found the discussion format, and how would you change it if you were organizing it?
To be honest, I won't change a thing. Given that this is my first, and it's pretty exciting though. I wish I had more to say. So, yeah.
I think you had a lot of value to add, and like you really like this is a great discussion. I will like, even share it with the team because of like the things we're talking about for community is it's stuff we need to be thinking about when we're planning ahead. So this is great. Does anyone who's watching have any questions? I'll go through the chat quickly. Someone asked what's my max leverage on BitMEX. Hey Brunswick, I said 100x. But no, usually when I was trading on BitMEX and I was a very stupid derivative trader like many years ago, around 25x was the max I would use. But you should really be using no more than 2-3x, like the 2x, 3x, like if you know what you're doing.
I remember doing 100 once, and I was surprised. I didn't know what
you lose the money in like 2 seconds.
I didn't know what it meant, what it meant at the
time. Yeah, like dumbest trades.
I was wondering where my money went. It was crazy.
You live and you learn. You live and you learn. Like I know so much more now than I did way back when. That was like 5, 6, 7 years, like 6 years ago. But everyone starts somewhere. Someone's talking. Yeah, we've everyone's talking about Shiba and the Dogecoins this week. Someone in the chat will bring up. Vinay says hi from the moderator group. And someone said, Brunswick said that the way said, is it Sarah? Or, I'm going to say Sarah, CERE, deals with this topic is by doing an external developer network program where they slowly give people tasks for their test net that are incentivized. That's a good idea. I'll note that down. You slowly give developers. So do they give to any developers, or do they developers apply? Or is it like we have a bunch of developers who've entered our hackathons in the past? Would we just give them tasks and then see who does it, and then slowly add more and more? Perhaps we can talk about it after this, but it's a good idea. I'll look it up actually. I'll Google it after the call. Cool. And someone's asking where Marcel is. Well, I haven't seen him, but he can say hi in the audience if he's here. Cool. Nelson, is there anything that you would like to ask me?
Yes, actually. Okay. We're like because I think was that last week when we got the fun game.
Yeah, the fun competition just finished. Yeah.
Yeah, the idea was that to boost, like engagement in the community, the forum. Was the idea?
Yeah, it was a bit of both. No, it was we were making the font, and it was already like someone they've been making it for a while because the Vega font is not the Vega font, so we wanted to own the whole process so the community could start using the font to make different things. Because otherwise, if you ask the community to make things with the Vega font, they would have to get the font, either they'd pay for it or they'd get it illegally somehow. Usually you can't, it's a very difficult font to get. So we wanted to make it so the community could like start making resources using the Vega font, and then it could be open for everyone. And then we thought, okay, we have the font, but we can't name it. Let's have the community name it. And it's a bit of both, because it's community engagement activity, because lots of people have entered the competition, and also rewarding the winners, of course. And I think given how that competition ran, it'd be really cool to do more font competitions. Well, not more font competitions, more competitions. So infographic competitions, sticker set competitions, and other different things, because it is a cool way of giving the community stuff to get involved with the project. But yeah, what was your question about? Like, your question was, is it a community engagement tactic?
I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah, was it because it took us quite a while to learn about information.
To learn about the font, or learn about what?
Yeah, the font, like the game, the competition, the font competition. It took us quite a while to to learn that information, because it was on the forum.
Yeah, but we shared it around different places. But
that was why I asked you.
Okay, yeah. It ran for a week. It just finished anyway. So we are currently judging the submissions. and then we're going to make a short list of the top ones, and we'll be announcing it hopefully sooner rather than later, because we really want to give the font out to people. We want to start using it, and you can't use the font if it doesn't have a name. So we're trying to decide on that as soon as we can. And it's really cool. We've got so many different suggestions, and I'm quite impressed with the different names we got.
Okay.
So Nelson, do you have anything you would like to say to the world before we finish? You don't have to say anything.
What I'll say to the world is just let cryptocurrency grow. Just let it go, let it grow, let it mature.
Let it grow. Let it grow.
Just accept it.
Just accept it. Beautiful.
Accept it already.
Let's see if everyone accepts decentralized derivatives. All the regulators, all the different exchanges, everyone. Great. It was an absolute pleasure to have you here. This is it was really, really good, and I really enjoyed the discussion. This is the regular weekly Vega Fairground Jam. It's every Thursday at 6 p.m. Tomorrow we should have the community update going out. So if you're not on the mailing list already, do sign up and you'll find out about everything that's gone on the last 2 weeks. The Vega font competition results will be out as soon as they can be, sometime next week. And yeah, I hope people listen back to this, because we will upload it. And then you can hear the ideas and the suggestions that we have, like Nelson's come up with. So if anyone in the team is listening, do take these down, and let's try and put some of the things in place. Thank you all, and I think we'll wrap it up there. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye now.